Can we please welcome Mr. Paul?
The intro, everybody. I think all of those things are actually fake. I made all of it up, but what an honor to speak today at Hill High. So you'll notice I didn't put there what year I graduated in, because I don't want anybody to know my age. Also, I don't have any kids, so if there's anybody... but yeah, so first of all, I just want to say good morning to everybody and to the class of 20. Goeiemorgen, good morning, molweni, John Cena. So this is how I start my conversation. That in life there's a lot of opportunities, and even when I was in school, ik kan seker Afrikaans ook praat, hè? Toe ek net op die skool kom, daar was altyd 'n groepie gewees, groepie mense. En daar was groepies wat jy gedink het, okay, dis my groepie van hulle gaan daar saam met jou kerk, okay. So I scanned them through, toe vind ek uiteindelik, okay, dis nogal lyk maar weer van hulle af. So in life there's a lot of opportunities, okay, and I made use of that opportunity, but there were times where I didn't make use of opportunities. And that was one of the opportunity waar ek kon met 'n groepie aangesluit het. So daar sal 'n kans gewees het dat ek miskien op Polsmoor beland het. Okay, met die dagare, ek weet nie so mooi nie. But anyway, so it's important to make use of opportunities. So, like I said, I made use of opportunity, and I went to, not a lot of guys, baie wit mense daar so sê, weet jy wat gaan aan die van hulle praat baie mooi Afrikaans, nee. So, it's important to make use of those opportunities. And then, how do you get to that opportunity is by the circle of influence. So just like I mentioned now, that there was, the circle that you thought, okay, this is a circle I need to become part of. But actually at the end of the day, you find out, okay, this is the people who spilled blood on the school grounds and all of those things. So your circle of influence is really important. And this is what I figured out maybe later in the year. By the way, sorry for messing now. So I've got a different mindset. So my kop het gesê, ek het mos nou wetenskap gestudeer. So ek dink sommer iets anders terwyl ek oor iets anders praat. Reg? So kom ek sê vir hulle vir wie is my onderwyser? My onderwyser was sê vir nou, man, as jy nog ek het van.
Praat nou agter.
Jy sê ek nog mooi nie. En dan sien ek jy nou al sit ook hier nie, waar sê? Is jy nog steeds ongetroud? Anyway, back to the point, circle of influence is really important. So, it's important circle of influence, okay, because if you look to the one on your left side, so everybody look to your left, right? And to your right, and even to the back. Right, this is your circle of influence. So you might see them today, okay? And I promise you, 98% of the time you won't see them for the next 20 years, okay? Unless you, nou gaan julle mekaar invite op Facebook, vir die volgende 20 jaar, nee? But, yeah, so that's important that you check out your circle of influence. So there's a short story I want to share with you guys. It's called A Snake Story, okay? So it starts like this. Once upon a time, there lived a crow. She had built a nest on a tree. At the root of the same tree, a snake had built its home. Whenever the crow laid eggs, the snake would eat them up. The crow felt helpless. That evil snake! I must do something. Let me go and talk to him, thought the crow. My Engels klink baie mooi, ek was in Afrikaanse klas. The next morning, the crow went to the snake and said politely, "Please spare my eggs, dear friend. Let us live like good neighbors and not disturb each other." You cannot expect me to go hungry. Eggs is what I eat, replied the snake in a nasty tone. The crow felt angry and she thought, I must teach that snake a lesson. The very next day, the crow was flying over the king's palace. She saw the princess wearing an expensive necklace. Suddenly, a thought flashed in her mind and she swooped down, picked up the necklace in her beak and flew off to her nest. When the princess saw the crow flying off the necklace, she screamed, "Somebody help! The crow has taken my necklace." Soon the palace guards were running around in search of the necklace. Within a short time, the guards found the crow. She still sat with the necklace hanging from her beak. The clever crow thought, now is the time to act. And she dropped the necklace, which fell right into the snake's pit of house. When the snake heard the noise, it came out of its pit of house. The palace guards saw the snake. A snake, kill it, they shouted. With big sticks, they beat the snake and killed it. Then the guards took the necklace and went back to the princess. The crow was happy. Now my eggs will be safe, she thought, and led a happy and peaceful life. So you're probably thinking, Paul, why did you share that story? It's mainly, I see these things in a different way. So I see the crow as myself, okay? And then the snake is usually a poisonous thing. So the poison is very dangerous, okay? And the snake is, most of the times, it's dangerous. So the snake is a poisonous thing. So the snake, you know what? It can be a thought, okay? A negative thought. And it can also be your friend. And it can also, guess what? It can also be your spiritual leader. And it can also be your mentor. So this person can say, you know what, Paul Van, don't do that, man. It's something positive that you want to do, but the negative person is telling you, you need to do it, man. You need to study. As if you learning. Okay? So you gaan dit nie maak nie, man. I still feel wit mense. Too many white people there. Don't go to all the dumb people is there. Go to and don't start that business. This is the negative person or the negative thought that can steal your thoughts and bring you down at the end of the day. Okay, so that's one of the main reasons why I shared that story. So one of the things I also tell everybody is to avoid the linear life. So the linear life is, julle gaan nou klaar maak met skool, jy gaan nou matriek skryf en daar's twee dinge wat kan gebeur. En dis wat meeste van die tye gebeur is, jy maak klaar met skool, jy gaan nou weet of jy gaan studeer, na jy gaan weet of studeer, dan raak jy sommer nou pregnant of jy maak jy sommer iemand pregnant en dan sit sommer nou trou en dan sit sommer nou weer en dan sit sommer nou kinders en dan sit sommer nou doodgenootskap beklaas en dan sit sommer nou So that's the linear life. Okay, so it's already laid out for you. Everybody's following that pattern. But you know, in the end of the day, you must be, I call it the mad scientist. So I will start do multiple things that will add value to my life. Okay, so if I see, okay, this person, you know, he got there. So ek maak altyd 'n voorbeeld. So dankie dat my ouers gesê het, want ek het vloes, okay? Hulle was my eksperimente. So ek het een broer, ek weet nie waar is hy nie. He's a real mad scientist, right? So you can give him a tour and within 2 days we'll be in Eastern Cape. So that's one person, right? So I learned a lot from him, but so you learn from those people. So negative things you learn from that. But that's the linear life, okay? So you want to avoid the linear life. You learn from other people's life, okay? If it's positive, right, and you learn from it, you copy it, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, okay? So as ek miskien byvoorbeeld, wanneer Kahneman te baie goeie voorbeeld gemaak van Steve Jobs byvoorbeeld. Steve Jobs quote daar, waar hy sê, don't live other people's lives and live your own life. That's the most important thing. But say to yourself, okay, hier is my mentor, Steve Jobs, as dit miskien meneer Kahneman is. Okay, ek wil daai train volg. But also important, like Mr. Kahneman said, don't give up on your goals. Because with goals, for instance, it's really hard to achieve most of your goals. Ek dink dit altyd aan 'n marathon, okay, as goals. Want at the first 10 kilometers, you know, for instance, if I take the Comrades is 90 kilometers, right? So I took van Durban na Pietersmaritzburg of van Pietersmaritzburg na Durban toe. So, you know, at 10 kilometers, you're okay. So that's maybe on your first day at your work, you know, 10 kilometers, hoe gaan ek op pay, you know, 10 rand per uur en so aan. But, you know, it's going to be, it's a 10 kilometer. And then at a 20 kilometer, you achieve that thing. And at a 30 kilometers, you're, oh, it's really hard now. And then at 50 kilometers, dan voel jy, okay, nou moet ek my ma weer, okay, ek kan nou huis toe gaan, ek kan nou klaar maak vir die. But it's really hard. But you know what? There's this one quote by Les Brown that says, you know, all success is hard at the beginning, or difficult, messy in the middle, but gorgeous at the end. So you just need to hold on to whatever you want to achieve. at the end of the day. So the next thing, it's important to go for your dreams. Whatever you want to achieve, you must go with, okay? So this is one thing you have to keep in mind, right? Whatever the mind conceives and believe, the mind will achieve. Right, so I think one of the reasons why I've achieved most of my goals now, all of my goals, is because not really of hard working, but I spend less time with people that's not adding value to my life. So it's really, really hard spending less time with people that just want to braai every week and party every week and kom ons gaan doen die, kom ons maak die potjie, maar hoekom is daar altyd die ander wyn by die potjie? Okay, I don't have this for that like every week, you understand? So, but remember, to be successful, you must be willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. So if you want the Ferrari, I don't have a Ferrari by the way, but if you want a Ferrari in the next 15 years, do the stuff now so that you can have that Ferrari at the end of the day. Okay? So, I think the last thing I want to mention here is my 2 cents on the recipe for success and achieving your goals. Like, there's a lot of people that ask me, Colvin, how and all of those things. There is no one thing, okay? I don't believe in just the one thing of achieving your goals. It's a combination of positive events that you want to be part of. Dink as 'n koek. Okay, daar's nie een ingredient in 'n koekie. Daar's koekmeel, daar's yeast. Dit is nie yeast nie. Daar's koekmeel, daar's vanilla essence, daar's suiker, daar's eiers, daar's al daai goedjies daarso in en dit maak 'n lekker koek en dan sit jy nog die icing daarby op, okay? En al daai goedjies. But it's a series of positive events that you can create, okay, and negative events, where you need to learn from these negative events, because these negative events that might end up in your life, but it will knock you down, these negative events. But there's one thing you got to tell yourself, and you need to, this is what I tell myself every time, is if life knocks you down, okay, and if things knock you down, like literally, try to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Okay, thank you very much, everybody.